As soon as I started thinking the way that I was going to start this, the song appeared in my head. It's been a while, been a while. Yeah, okay, hold on. So I obviously haven't been posting in a while. And the reason for that is probably not one. Well, actually, no, it probably is one you would expect from me. I haven't been proud of the work that I put into videos. What the heck is that? There's a weird stain on my sweatpants. What? It's crusty! Okay, serious note. Who am I kidding? So, with me not 100% behind my videos that I made recently, or when I say recently, it was over 2 months ago, probably. It was probably over than that, actually. Because I don't even know when the last video I made was. It was probably in November. Probably in October, if I had to guess. And it's January of next year. Not my intention of actually leaving things to not be recorded, things like that. It turned into like, why? So I'd make a video, right? I'd go to near completion of it and then hate it. You're probably thinking, wow, dude, that's yeah, I feel that, man. No, you don't feel that. If people start saying, yeah, I feel that, they don't feel that. Okay, they don't feel. There was always something missing. So a lot of things that I actually made never got released. Like all the like the last one I think I made was like just a simple Alan Wake funny moments video. That one actually was supposed to be funny moments mixed with analytics and theories and some other stuff. I didn't do that because it didn't feel right for the vibe. And then when I actually made the analytic theory video of the game, I then realized that while I liked Alan Wake 2, I didn't feel appropriate to talk about it, in a sense. It got to the point where every recording that I made of that particular one, it was like I'm saying the same things over and over, but it's not directive towards what I'm trying to actually say. It's just me rambling. So, how does one make a video? And so, over the course of the few months that I hadn't actually recorded anything, I was also waiting to buy an extended hard drive, but cash has been slow, so technically my PC is full at the moment of recordings, and I can't make anything if I don't have space, so it's kind of awkward. You'd think buying how many terabytes do I have in this thing? 4 or 8? It was like twice as much as my original one, and for some reason I have a lot less space. Yeah, it was 4. Okay. So with only 4, yes, I just looked that up on my own directive. So since I only had 4 terabytes, I filled them up pretty quick and through videos that I didn't even want to release. So my idea is, well, what I did was I did some experimentations. The simple ones of going back to games that I just wanted to play. Didn't want to record, I just wanted to have fun with it. And I had a blast. During the time, a lot of Helldivers. I've been playing Doom the Dark Ages. Great stuff. Baldur's Gate 3. Fantastic, by the way. I haven't even finished it yet, and I'm already 60 hours into it. Not in the first act. I'm on the third act, but first gameplay run through of the entire game itself. It is a wonderful game that I'm just enjoying. Then there's also Cyberpunk 2077. I played that also all by myself. To be fair, that one I'm okay with not having recorded because of how much censoring I would have had to have done, especially with like just a lot of the. I won't delve more into it at the moment. Anyway, so with that in mind, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Because the original purpose of me buying this new PC and wanting to make stories as a thing, even the story thingy itself, I haven't been happy with the artwork that I made for it to make for the actual working of it, which is why none of the episodes have actually been released. We've already had several sessions together, and it's been great. The stories have been fun. Everyone's been lively of those who've joined. I'm enjoying myself, but it's just I stop myself when something's not perfected, and everyone's telling me, "Hey, you got to stop doing that, man. It's killing you. You're dying out there. The beans aren't mixing right." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." And so, my objective. This isn't like one of those ridiculous New Year's resolution things. It's more along the lines of a personal note. I need to be more personally responsible for just getting things out, even if it's not 100% the best I can do. Because to be fair, I don't know what the 100% best I can do actually is. For a lot of people, they actually said that some of the Helldiver stuff that I made was pretty funny. And then some of the other people still comment on the Ghost Train stories I made several years ago. And personally, this is more of a note to myself, but also kind of a comedic, community video for you guys. I'm just sharing my actual personal thoughts. So, what I do know is that there are several games coming out pretty soon this year that I actually wanted to play. I'm actually probably going to play them and, record them. I think it would be kind of fun to play Pragmata. That one definitely looked like fun. There's some other stuff also in here in my wish list that I'm currently looking over. Actually, I could just turn on my own screen and then you guys could see. What capture do I need to turn on again? I have 5 of these. Is it this one? No, not that one. Is it this one? There we go. All right, so as you can see, this is the bottom of the list. It's a very small list. To be fair, I had 20 of these, and then I realized I don't want to play all 20 of these, so I shortened the list pretty small. We got God of War Ragnarok up in here. I'm just being very honest. I don't even know if this is a smart idea. Shut up! Anyway, so we're gonna... Yeah, this one definitely looked like fun. Just because... Well, if anyone was a fan of Initial D, I was a fan of Initial D. I really liked it. It's definitely had a homey vibe for street racing and things like that. So I mean, I loved doing racing recordings. As much as I actually never did much of them on the channel itself. To be fair, every time I actually did a racing game, the story, a lot of fun. Especially when I did the Grid series. I was mostly a clown in that one. I didn't take that game very seriously. Even though it was on hard mode and I was destroying all the competitors, real serious racing would have gotten me canned if I actually acted like that on the track. But it's a game. I don't care. I'm here to win. Here to make that money. All right. So obviously we got Oblivion down here, and I'm a big fan of Bethesda. I really like the Fallout series. The Fallout series is one of my favorites, but also Elder Scrolls is definitely fun. Definitely I'm more of a Skyrim fan. I wasn't old enough when Oblivion released and got to play it myself for the original. So when everyone else was, actually it was my sister and her friends that were talking about Oblivion when it came out, and then I was just like, wow, games are cool, because I grew up in a childhood that I didn't actually get to play games. I know, shocker, right? But I have explained it in a video before, and I'm not going to explain it here. Either way, yeah, Fable actually sounds pretty cool too, especially if it's going to be as huge as people say it is, because that would be kind of fun. I don't know what's going to be entailed about it. To be fair, a lot of these, I didn't really bother looking at the trailer. They just looked like fun from the little screenshots that I saw and from the light reading that I actually did on them. So it's not like I didn't see a trailer. I just saw photos and a bit of a read from the Google News of games that I have on my phone. That's basically where all these came from. Excuse me. And I might even go back to some some survival games, because to be fair, I played Void Train when it was beta. The new version of it released. Me, Absent, and Elias did make an entire series about that game. I never posted it because I didn't quite know what I wanted to do for it. Originally, it was going to be a review. Now that the official release has actually come out, maybe we'll go back and play it. But to be fair, from the beta version that we played of that game, we weren't happy with it. I personally thought there wasn't enough train action. There wasn't enough train upgrades that I actually wanted to do for my locomotive. There wasn't the crafting system was way too much. The gun building system was a nightmare, especially if you tried to make anything you wanted to make. There was no sense. It was just random parts that you had to gamble to see if you got the right combinations to fit together to fit the gun that you actually wanted to function and do at the same time. It wasn't very fun. So now that the official release has actually started, and I noticed that from my page here that they actually have patch notes somewhere. Didn't they do that yesterday? Okay, here, this must have been the more recent one. So yeah, more recent patches. So that means that the official version has been, it's been kept going. I'm just rambling, aren't I, at this moment? I pretty much am. Oh, and I also played Dispatch. Very fun game. I think I did an entire. I stayed up one whole night by myself, just playing the whole game in one go, for no reason. I was just like, you know what? I don't gotta work tomorrow. I feel like just playing something all night, and so I did. So I played Dispatch. Very fun game. Very fun. But yeah. Ugh. I'm not entirely sure exactly what I'm going to do. In fact, weirdly enough, talking to you the way that I am right now, I don't feel... It's kind of weird, because I'm in the body of Broly, right? Favorite anime character of all time. Favorite character of all time. Both Z and S. I'm not trying... I get, like, the vibe that there's, like, there's a huge uprising in VTubers lately, because I guess for some reason people don't like showing their real face. I never had a problem with that. I could just never afford a webcam. This system that I'm using to actually talk to you through is a very non-complicated system of going into a green and a blue room on VR chat and then just doing a third-person camera on myself. So there is no animations that I'm actually doing. This is just me speaking to you while I form these words by myself. I like to keep things simple while trying to make them look nice. Which, to be fair, that's probably why I have a lot of weird confidence issues. But I'm just being honest. I feel like honesty is needed more and more nowadays, and a lot of people technically are being honest, but in the wrong way. Does that make sense? I don't know. Point is, I'm going to try to do better this year. I don't know what I'm going to come up with. I don't really feel like making the Alan Wake 2 video anymore because, to be fair, let's just say I had a personal existential crisis when I played it. And the first time I played it, I didn't have it. It was the second time that I actually had to play that game. Because I had to play through the game twice to actually get the actual ending of the game, which that wasn't the problem. But the story itself just grated on me for all the wrong reasons. For all the right and wrong reasons, I should say. So, I'm not going to release Alan Wake 2. I've played it. I can talk about it. I have notes, things like that. Maybe when Control Resolute, whatever its name is, comes out, I might do a series on that. I have no idea. I mean, it is a hack and slasher game, though, so it's going to be very different from the rest of the games that they've actually done. I find that very intriguing. Actually, this guy shows up with a giant hammer and starts beating up on anomalic entities, and I'm like, yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's cool. And then it's just like, but then again, it's just like I feel like if I go back into that world, I'm a very complicated fellow. Let's just say that. So in my personal recollection, I have no idea what I want to do. I do want to do more stories, which is why the D&D campaign's gonna continue. I just need to actually make the art that I'm proud of that I want to do for it. That's basically all I was stopping, because the first thumbnail that I did, I just threw it together literally in like about maybe like 10 minutes or so. But I wasn't happy with it. But I was definitely interested in throwing it out there because I wanted to do narrative stories. So I was more excited to release it than I was for the thumbnail and the actual art for the thing. So, and then when I actually thought about it, I was like, okay, that was a dumb idea. But I've already committed to that thing already, and I'm not gonna take it down. I'm not one of those guys that's like, well, I better take it down, because it's like, because to be fair, the way that this channel was set up when I actually first started it many years ago, like in 2014, there's actually over 300 videos that I personally deleted off of the YouTubes. That's right, 300. I was busy back then making videos still. I was probably the most busiest YouTuber that was never known, and still am. So, well, actually, no. I was a lot busier then about the channel than I was now, that's for sure. But I was also very intrigued about it, you know what I mean? Well, not 2014. I think 2015, 20. No, I did vlog. I went on. There was a vlog journey. Actually, there were several vlogs that I did on them, but I don't. Right? Who cares? Point is, I'm gonna do better, or I'm gonna try to do better with what I want to do this year. I don't quite know exactly what I want to do. I know that I said I wanted to stream more often, but then my nights just, well, with my nights, they're full of training. And then when I get off of training, I eat and then I just relax. And honestly, I use up all my steam during training and I just don't have any energy. So this video is going on a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And I have no idea if I'm going to, no, I'm not going to cut any of it. I don't care enough to cut any of it. I'm just going to go for it, baby. No, this is dumb. I'm not trying. I am trying to take things more seriously. And then this scenario that I'm in right now is like, I'm now contemplating. It's like, oh no, what exactly? You're going. You know what? No, I'm not even going to animate this. I've decided that this isn't going to be animated with anything. This is just my voice. Because if people don't want to listen to a voice, the actual voice of someone who's pouring out a complicated state that he's in, and they don't want to hear his honest things about it, then honestly, it's just like, you might as well just either not listen and then actually wait for something good that I've actually made to release, or you do care. And you're just like, man, this guy, it's like this year I'm trying to actually make things better because not a lot of things have been going great for me. And I just I fall down the spiral like Alan Wake. It's like, oh, it's not a loop, it's a spiral. Oh my giddy eye, help! And it's just like, that's what it's turning into. And I don't want any of that. My nose is completely clogged. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. If I actually don't clear the mucus from inside my throat first before I blow my nose, I will throw up. I didn't need to announce that. I'm sorry. It's sort of like, you know what, I'm not going to continue because you don't need to know that part of me at all. Like, no one wants to know that part of me, okay? They're probably thinking, all right, you know what, I will tell you, what the heck not. All right, so mucus goes down my throat and clogs my aluvula and makes me want to throw up and upchuck and everything like that, so I have to take a preparation cycle before I blow my nose, otherwise I will vomit everywhere, and it's not fun. All right, now that I've said all this, and I don't have a series planned for gameplay, but I am interested in doing something. I know that there's God of War. You know, we streamed it many years ago. It would be kind of fun to go back and play it. Or we could go into Oblivion. You know, I could go back and be a Khajiit brawler, just like I loved being. Because, you know, they got claws, but for some reason being a cool cat guy, just pummeling people as the dragon warrior. It's Dragonborn, but Dragon Warrior, you know, Kung Fu Panda, I don't know. I don't quite know how I want to do videos. When I did the shorter gameplay types here on the channel so far, cutting down an entire series into one video, I think is okay for some people. For some people, they also like seeing full episodes. Some people like seeing fully edited episodes where 2 hours is cut down into like 20 or 30 minutes. Some people like doing full releases without much editing at all. Personally, I have no idea what my vibe is, which is why I wanted to stream. I figured maybe if I could just do full lengths there, people would be happy or not. I have no idea. and I like that. I like that I don't know, because while it's, you know, obnoxious to me to not figure out what I want to do, it also gives me a sense of wonder in what I could try. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh my gosh, it's 20 minutes. It just ticked over right now. And here I am. Still not. See, this is why I haven't gotten anything done. I mean, I've gotten important things done in my life, but this was supposed to be important as well. And so far, I have failed in making it important. In fact, I'm going to my channel right now just to look at information about it, just to see if it's what I've done. You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those moments where it's like I put a lot of work into a few things, and I was actually okay with it. You know? Like the I don't know. I have to embarrassingly look at my last video that I posted. It was November 22nd. Okay, that was the Alan Wake video. And I feel bad. I feel bad because especially with some of the videos that people were like, "Oh yeah, hell divers, woo!" It was like 57. You know, I was cranking. You know, we were cranking them, dog. And then I don't know. The something just like there was like the videos that I created, I wasn't happy with, and so I didn't post them. And so since I didn't post them, they're not. Once I decide I'm not gonna post something, it's not gonna go out. So there's definitely videos made that I have fully done, fully finished, that I'm just holding on to them like, I don't want to post that anymore. It doesn't feel right. And then there's a lot of them that were like, okay, you were almost close to finishing it, but then I lost track and wanting to finish it because it just wasn't clicking right, you know? The magic was gone. And I was like, oh, Gohan, what do I do? And why do I shout to Gohan? Because honestly, it's because of SSJ 9000. You know, SSJ Quada. Always had a thing for shouting at Gohan in his animations. That's funny. It's like, oh, God. Anyway. Maybe I should just try taking a simpler approach, like how I used to in the old days. You know? But I don't know. I might experiment with how I'll do things in the future, because who knows? Who knows? I'm still going to keep this animation style that I have going because I think it actually adds more comedical purpose to what I want to have. Personally, I would have rather had my own model made and some other things done, but I'm not a model maker. I'm a story writer. I do design things by hand, like hand draw stuff, but honestly, that's the extent of me wanting to draw. If I had enough money to actually draw on one of those fancy tablets on screen to actually get it all done at once, something like that, that would definitely help. If there was a way to go into Blender and make everything so simple in a fun way that didn't make me have to actually study like I used to in school, that would also be a thing. I don't know, man, just sounding lazy. That could be the thing. To be fair, I've dumbed down so much of myself because I didn't like being the smart guy anymore. But that's another story for another day. Oh my Gideon, it's 23 minutes of me just rambling here. Oh boy. That's all I have to say. And you know what? Today I am going to... Well, tonight I'm going to be playing with the lads. So we're doing more campaign stories. I'm not releasing the series more just yet because I want to get its cover art right. I like doing stories. I always loved making stories. I think that's why, even though technically being a DM is a new thing for me, like the whole way, I've never done anything like that before, but I'm having a great time doing it. I never got to play D&D stuff before. And at least a few groups that I tried to join never let me in. They're like, oh, this guy, for countless reasons. So, yeah. And I actually miss doing voice stuff. I really do. I had many voice things more on this channel before. I didn't delete them, but they're definitely unlisted. Actually, I think they're privatized because honestly, some of them I find a little shameful. I liked doing them, but then when I look at them, I'm like, no, this is cringe. That's cringe. This is cringe. I got it. What was I thinking? I got it. Everyone. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, I'm proud that I did it, but I'm not proud of the work. So that's why none of you are gonna see it if you didn't see it all the way back then, because it was like. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. So yeah, you're not going. I mean, that's why I enjoy doing the story thing with D&D. I don't want to do D&D like forever. I want to do other things, but I actually feel more calm, more relatively proud in the stories itself. So that's why it will be released. As soon as I figure out how I'm going to do the art for it, I'm just going to hand draw the stupid thing and then just like post it as a picture, probably, aren't I? Be like, look, okay? I'm trying to cut back on doing too much, in a sense. Because before I used to do so much and not know where I wanted to go with it, or like I did. It's like if you look back at my old thumbnails, things like that, I would reuse the same thumbnail for the series on purpose because it was just like coming up with a new drawing for the show. I just liked doing the show, and I don't have money to pay anyone either. Like you think I'm running on dough? No. I may be forklift certified, but I ain't making money. So, yeah. I do like things being me though. I've got the raw. I'm raw. That sounds weird. I should stop. I'm gonna stop. Stop going down this road. This truck hit the brakes. See right there? I would have added sound effects. But I think this raw moment of us hearing it in our heads can be funnier. Unless you're one of those people who don't have imagination and you have no idea how to implement that in your brain. Whoa, he went there. It's like, okay, no, I'm not trying to insult anybody. In fact, I'm encouraging you to stick around. I'll help bring out your imaginations. I want to do stories. I enjoy them thoroughly. It's great. So as far as like gameplay stuff, don't know what I'm going to do. As far as narrative story stuff, I have a lot of things planned. I just don't actually know how to get them to work, which is why I'm only focusing on the one campaign. Because to be fair, I feel like some other things need to happen for me to actually get things viewed straight. Right now, I guess I'm more focused on, I want to do entertainment as a passion of a career, but I am focused on tuning my body once again in the training that I do, and some other things are going to be happening this year, which I'm personally excited for, but I won't say about them just yet. Maybe I'll do another Helldiver video. I'll make a brand new recording. I'll try to figure out when I can buy an external hard drive. I think I need to buy like a 20 terabyte version because it's like recording at 4K quality and still not being able to post at 4K quality kind of upsets me because I really work hard on trying to make it. Might be because of my monitor. Honestly, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I didn't do too much research. So if I actually have to change my monitor to record at 4K just so the actual size of the videos actually shows how much passion I want to bring into the video, that might be the... Get out of the way. Sorry. There's something stuck on my foot. You know what? Now that I've sat here and thought about it for a bit, I think we're going to do Oblivion. Because honestly, single player fantasy, lots of chaos can happen in Skyrim. That was always, like, chaos would ensue in Skyrim. I have a lot of hours also in, actually I have more hours in Elder Scrolls than I do in Skyrim, but that's also not true because I played Skyrim on the 360 twice, so I have loads of gameplay there. I think I played Skyrim more than I did. What am I talking about? I don't know. Point is, Dad, gum, I'm terrible at this. I didn't even get to finish Kazan, and I'm sad about that because it's been like what, almost over a year since I last played that game. Okay, it probably hasn't been over a year, but that was a game I actually really enjoyed, and I just didn't go back into it for some reason. I don't know why. And I feel bad, because to be fair, I didn't even get that far. I only got to the spider boss, and I'm talking to my buddy at the supplement shop, and he's talking about like, oh yeah, dude, first Berserker Kazan, my guy. He's like talking about some of the bosses that he fought, and I'm like, No, I haven't gotten that far. It's one of those things that I liked and I didn't go back to for some reason. It's 30 minutes. Oh. Oh. I don't care. I'm not editing this. I am going to post this raw, and I don't care what anyone says. If they just want to listen to this and just have a giggle at my paradox that I'm in. Honestly, I'm okay with that because I'm giggling along with you. I really am, and it's kind of fun. As much as I should have bought Oblivion at a sale price a couple weeks ago, then it wouldn't have been so bad to actually decide to buy it now. Because I don't actually have a game right now that I would be like, okay, let's jump into it as a series, because I'm still on Baldur's Gate 3, nearing the ending, I think. I defeated Auron last night in a tyrannical raid of barbarianness. Like, she stood no chance. And I don't even care that she had the unstoppable force that was on her. I beat her to death with my hammer of justice. She's like, oh, I'm healed. I have unstoppable. Oh, you think you're unstoppable? She's just like, oh. Let's just say that while her gods, okay, her supposed all-powerful beings of Baal tried to protect her, she got walloped. It's like, okay, I don't care if you have this kind of buff. You think I care? They're like, oh, we forgot who that guy is. He doesn't care about our buffs. He'll find this more fun, which I did. Anyway, yeah, I do want to do a gameplay. I haven't decided which one yet. I am leaning towards Oblivion, unless I see something else on this. You know what? What if I just make this video an hour long and I decide to just roll with it today? I'm gonna go find me a game. I can't breathe again. Hold on. Oh, you know what's... That's a popular game that I didn't think would become popular. Expedition 33. The French turn-based game that had like everyone was talking about it, and I really don't know why. What? Oh. Sorry, I don't know why I have to keep entering my birthday in on Steam. It's kind of annoying, I'm gonna be real, because it's like, can you just save my birthday on here instead? Because I don't feel like retyping it in over and over again. Yeah, no, I don't understand why people liked Expedition 33. But one thing I did notice about me this year is when I was like playing those single player horror games, I don't care for horror games per such. If you try to scare me, it's most likely not going to succeed, because it's just like, okay, dude, whatever. It's story scripted. I'm not having fun. Once it turns into that and I'm not enjoying myself, I instinctively, I mean, just turn away from it. I'm not vibing in the game. Like I did, what game did I play? I think it was like the Maid of Scar, and I wasn't enthralled in that game at all. I made fun of it all the time. I mean, it's fun to make fun of horror games as you play along with them, but I felt like I was doing an injustice to the game, okay? Like I'm not trying to like take a dump on somebody's game the whole time just because I'm not a person who gets scared easily. And okay, that is not what I expected to see. Sorry, there was a game trailer just playing right now, and let's just say I'm not going to actually say what I saw. Probably best not to. Anyway, because I'm going through the discovery pages at the moment. And yeah. So with that in mind, well, what I mean to say, what I'm trying to go with this is, what's weird is when I played Security Breach, I know, Five Nights at Freddy's, I actually had fun with that game because it didn't try to scare me, in a sense. All it felt like was it was an intense scenario, you as a kid solving stuff to get out of this place to solve a mystery. I didn't see it as hard. If I don't see it as hard, I usually find it more fun. So being Gregory, running around the store, literally outrunning Chica and all the other animatronics because I found all the sodas that made me super go fast. I was like, yeah, boy! And they're just like, bruh, he's so fast. He's so fast. He's so fast. Like that. When a game is like that for me, it's fun. Like, if I'm not trying so hard to be part of the horror scenario that I'm in, I have fun. Which is why I like the security breach. Despite the fact that I broke the game and then I saw... Alright, I'm going to be real. I wasn't really planning on playing it anyway, but I watched Markiplier play The Secrets of the Mimic. I realized that they took the jump button out, and I started thinking it was my fault because of the way that I broke the game a few times by jumping on the things. It probably wasn't, but that was probably a considerable factor when they were thinking about making Secrets of the Mimic. It's like, okay, we can't have them jumping because they'll break the laws of the wall of reality that we have set for them. So we can't have that. And yeah, I find that funny. And so with that in mind, I am currently looking for a game to play as a series right now. There are some interesting ones, but I mean, I just paid some bills, so it's like I have a lot less money to work with, and this is definitely something I'm basing off of. Like, I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna do this today instead of working on the other things that I really should be working on just to complete them. But I'm like, I'm enthralled. I'm enthralled. Oh, it's the Detective Fest. Really? Mystery? I like a good mystery. Yeah. Got Sherlock Holmes for $3. Okay, to be fair, it is really hard to make a mystery game sound exciting. Because I think I did it in the past. I played... Ooh! Hello, what is this? The Sinking City remake. We got people fighting Cthulhu up in here with a shotgun. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. It's Lovecraftian sort of our deal. And it's a little weird. But why am I already... It came out in 21. I'm just... It is only $10. $10. That's not a lot. That is a massive amount of DLCs, though. Massive amount. The Sinking City, Worshippers of Necromon, Merciful Madness, Chicago Organ Grinder, Experience Boost, Investigator Pack, Art Book. Exactly what are these DLCs? What are they? I don't... Excuse me. I have no idea what I'm looking into right now. Oh, apparently there's a Sinking City 2 coming out apparently pretty soon. I kind of wish that this was also one of those, like, choices matter sort of ordeal. I have not seen anyone play this game. I have not seen anything about this game. Why am I intrigued by it? I don't even like Lovecraftian because it gets weird and like cultish, and honestly all I care about then is killing the cult members, and a lot of time in these games they don't let you kill the cults. And I'm like, well, that's kind of sad. Oh, he just got his gun. I don't I might be overthinking this just because I'm looking at it. Not okay. I'm kind of studying the gunplay of it. I might... Okay, Yeah, no, that one... I'm out. No, not doing that one. Not interested. I feel like I'd get very mad about that one. I want something truly... Noir plus cyberpunk thriller narration. This nobody wants to die. Ooh, graphics looks good, but is there any actual action gameplay? Oh, hello. It's 1920s theme, but also space. Let's see. You know what? I could just... I'm going to show you what's on my screen. Because I feel bad for you guys not having a visual. But then again, if you guys have just been listening the whole time, that doesn't matter. But I want to go through this together. So let's go through... Let's see what this one's about. This one's $5. This one's $5. $5. I don't have time for a trailer. Is there like fighting, or is it just there's a gun? There's a gun right in the driver's side, so that's a good sign. Maybe we'll use a gun. He's got a thing on his wrist that looks kind of cool. I like that. The guy's about to get beamed in the sword with the knife because we just saw his face earlier with the knife in it. We are 99.9%. I don't know what that means. Look at the cars. Oh, magnificent. Look at those cars. Those look so cool. Okay, we got... I guess that's our wife. That's cool. Chinese takeout. Versus tentacle mechanic squid. Paper airplane. Random. We can x-ray people's bones and see them shatter in live action. That's crazy. I mean, I like the look. I really like the look. 1920s plus cyberpunk. This looks cool. But oh, look at that water. Look at that whiskey. We all know it's whiskey, and he's drinking it. Is he drinking it with or without ice? That's the real question. What the heck? This guy's got dynamite. He's about to blow it up. Well, he's got a gun, so I'm thinking is he like a Time Lord or something like that? Is he actually like a better Doctor Who? What is happening? I'm enthralled. That guy's got a blue Thompson. That guy's on fire. Maybe if I actually get to shoot bad guys and be a part of the action in this game, that would be great. Oh, there's a tree in the bar. Oh, you know what? I should have read this. Interactive noir story lead the investigation using advanced technology as detective who risks it all to pursue a serial killer targeting the city's elite. Okay. As much of a fan I am going against the system and fighting off the elites, when I played Cyberpunk, I was obviously a nomad. I was against the corpos, man. Yeah, bring them down. I mean, the cool guy that we actually get to talk to the whole time, he was all right, but the point is, am I with the elites? Am I not with the elites? Do I pick how the story goes? I want to be immersed in a story. That's what I'm looking for when I play a game. I want to be fully immersed with lots of choices. How do I impart myself basically into a game? Because that's what I want to feel. How do I impart myself into a game? Isn't that really weird one? It is that really weird one. Oh, no. Don't tell me they made Road 96. Don't tell me they did. Don't tell me. I don't want to be a part of that. Ugh. Personally, I think this is a heavy story narrative game. Not so much choose your own story with your choice. You're forced to make these choices as you go along. You living the story instead of you actually deciding how the story goes. Because that's how I like a story, is being able to impart what I would like to do in a scenario. Because to be fair, I've had enough of games where I would play as basically someone else and follow their scripts and be their character and do this. You know what I mean? I like mystery. I like being silly. This game doesn't really look like I can be silly in it. And it might be too serious for me to not really want to continue. So you know what? No, we're not going with that. Nope. We're going to continue. I mean, everyone could talk about, yeah, Detroit Human, huge choices matter, multiple endings, blah, blah, blah. We could, but then weirdly enough, that one got too big for the wrong reasons that I wouldn't enjoy it. I am very picky, okay? I'm very picky when it comes to... Ooh, train. I'm very picky when it comes to stories, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, everyone talks about this game. I don't like his face. I'm gonna be real. I don't like his face. Everyone did talk about that game a long time ago. We'll keep that in mind. Do you find this weird, ladies and gentlemen, that I am going through here in the sense of, this was supposed to be a short video of me explaining why videos haven't come out. Now this is turning into yes, wonder what kind of game I could find us all to have fun and play myself together. Something fun, yes, something fun, boy. And I'm only here because of it's a sale, and I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a deal, you know what I mean? I'm looking for a deal, something to play, something hilarious, something fun. And here I am. I don't really want point and clicks. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I could be here for hours trying to decipher this. You know what I mean? Like, I could... Well, this one just came out this year, or rather last year, I should say. What's this one about? It's not on sale. Oh, it is on sale. Wait, hold on. For only $13? Is it like a really short story? It must be, because it must only be a puzzle. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this one's probably not as long as I want it to be. Because weirdly enough, you guys know that I like heavy combat. I like being the dumb brawler guy that goes around and punches people in the face, making things simple. But I do like complicated mystery puzzle games for some reason. I like using my brain the very few times that I do. Oh, walking simulator? Oh, no, that's cringe. No way. I like doing things in a game. I don't like following a direct narrative. I like actually having freedom in what I'm trying to do. Nothing is calling out to me, man. There's nothing in. Nothing. I mean, before, yeah, there was some stuff that I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. Now I'm like, we're into the bottom of this barrel that... Hercule Poirot? When did he have a game? Not that I want to play that version of Hercule Poirot, because I like the actual guy, Tron. What the deuce? Oh, man. My nose is getting so stuffy nowadays. It's only January. What the deuce? All right, let's go back up to the top, because the better options were at the top. Now I don't know what's going on down there. Oh, boy. The intention of this video was to not have it be long, and here I am. It's like, hey, guys, want to go shopping with me? 2020. That doesn't look like 2020 graphics. I was going to guess that was like early, like 2012, like first generation Alan Wake graphics. That doesn't look like 2020 graphics at all. I guess you could say that I'm very... I mean, it is $2. It's $2. That is not a lot for a game. That is a big deal. You know what I mean? That's $2. It's 90% off. Oh. I don't know. I like it when a game is full of action and full of huge story narrative that I can choose, which is why I like the huge fantasy games that I've been playing. You know what I mean? It's because those studios put so much work into them that you can do so much that you would do or not do. That's what I like, and and that's what I like. And then when you get, I guess you could say I'm too used to having too much choice in a game. And maybe I do need to step it back. I do need to step back and play something that was more directive as a story and not so much as what I can do. Maybe just enjoy a story for once instead of trying to make another one of my own. You know what I mean? I don't think Heavy Rain would do it though. I don't think that one would do it so much. I mean, it is $2. Even if it went wrong. No! Just because it's on sale. What? You said that there was a mystery game that had racing in it. One! You said there was one! You say there's one! What is it? Well, that takes the fun out of me looking into it. What the heck? Wait. Where did those better titles go? Wait, what? What? Where'd they go? Well, like I said, I could be here for a long time. I really could be. Just scrolling through. $1. Just scrolling for so long, just trying to find something for me to try, Because I do want to try something with a new series. I don't know what kind of new series, per se. Maybe... Hold on. Is this like Telltale style? It is. Okay. Okay. All right. So, best action adventure game? Really? You're telling me I can actually fight in this game? I can shoot bad guys. I'm gonna be real. The character models are very comical looking. They're a little disturbing. This is weird for being made in 2019. And to be fair, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yes, play it because it's weird. Play it because it looks wrong. Play it because it's probably not going to be great, but it looks like it'd be looks like a good rip. How did it get best action adventure game of 2019? How? This doesn't really look like that much. The thing was, with stories like Dispatch, Wolf Among Us, anything of that sort of like, when they're actually made by proper storytellers, is it was good in the way that you could do exploration, and it didn't focus on puzzles. Unlike what they did with Sam and Max and Wallace and Gromit, if you guys know what I'm talking about for those sorts of series, those became way too wacky puzzle orientated in the wrong sense. So this one I'm staring at and I'm like, which one is this? Is this action? Like a movie? Or is it going to be puzzles? Where I gotta like put a thing somewhere that doesn't make any sense? I have no idea. I don't know. This is... How much was it? How much? $3. Okay. For $3. That doesn't sound too bad. Alfred Hitchcock. What? What are all these? Murder on the Orient. That's another. Wait, what? Why do we have Modern Times with the Oriental Express? I mean, I know of the train. Essentially, if you guys want a spoiler, I'm just going to say it anyway. The spoiler of Murder on the Oriental Express is there was a guy who wronged a lot of people, and they all stabbed him to death. Literally. He had like 57 stab wounds, but they were all different. That's because all 57 people stabbed him for the wrongdoing that he did, which is why Hercule was like, wow, everyone is covering for everybody? That's unusual. And then that's why he figured out that everyone did it. Not except him. And the train engineer. Because obviously the train engineer just drives the train. He has no idea what's going on in the back. But then he crashes into a snowdrift, so it doesn't matter anyway. There you go. I ruined the story for you. You're welcome. In all seriousness, as we're watching more and more of these cutscenes and that I'm actually not paying attention to at all, I don't know. What I don't want is another Sam, Max, Wallace, and Gromit sort of storyline where the puzzles are weird. The storyline doesn't have really much in the sense of choices that matter. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't fully matter. I don't know. Why am I so picky? Because I don't want to waste my time. Oh, yeah, that's true. But here I am. Almost an hour into just talking. Oh, I try not to waste time, and yet I burn time so fast just trying to get my thoughts straight. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. This isn't what I intended to do. See, look. Best action adventure game of 2019 award winner. How? When I hear action adventure, I'm thinking like, you're actually using guns or you're actually fighting people with you're actually fighting, you're immersed in the action. This one doesn't feel as immersed. It feels like a movie. Do I risk it for $3? I don't know. $3 could buy me a can of NOS, man. Buy me a can of NOS. I want to get a can of NOS. I can buy another one. I can buy 2 cans of Rockstar Whipped Strawberry at the grocery store because they're all $1.50. I can buy 2 of those. Is it worth 2 Rockstar Whipped Strawberries? I don't know. But you know what? I love a good gamble. But I don't. But I want action. I want involvement. All right. Do we get this for $3 or do I get this for $10? Which is where I can shoot guys and explore things. Or go into a noir detective. You know what? No. To be fair, noir detective story versus fighting strange creatures of Cthulhu that I get to destroy with just a shotgun. Which one would I prefer to do? Probably destroy outworldly creatures with a shotgun, because that's just how I am. I'm only looking at this one because this is also $3. And I'm just like, well, that wouldn't be any fun to play. I don't know. Doesn't really look like I could fight people as much as I want to. It's like if looking at the 3 of these titles, okay, since we actually didn't really look into this one. This one probably has something to do with the devil, and we gotta exercise the devil, but I want to exercise the devil with my hands. Say, I'm gonna give him some exercising. Ow! Come here, son. It's just like, oh, come on. Like that, and I'm not gonna get that. So it's like, I can't beat up the demons in this game. I can beat up demons in this game. I can watch basically a directive story with this one. You know what? For game's sake, I think this one would probably be better. Because then I can shoot bad guys. But it's $10. Look, I'm penny pinching, okay? It's January. When January hits, you get lesser hours and places to work at. And when that happens, you got to be smarter with your money that comes in every week, But my buddy just sent me a snap that just said it's a game trailer. And I'm like, what's a game trailer? What are we talking about? Why am I talking on the phone? I'm sorry. I'm going off the rails answering phones. Oh, gosh. Man. Get your head in the game. Ow. All right, so an hour is about to come up, officially, in about like 43 seconds. I mean, 13 seconds. Here it comes. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. 1 hour. And all I've done is explain nothing. I've just rambled, and I just went on Steam to go look for a game because my brain's all over the place. Yeah, I might actually go with this one because I just want to fight somebody. All right, that's it. The Sinking City it is, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. Exclusive trailer for the channel. You know what game's coming out. I'm not going to buy any DLC. It's not worth buying DLC for a game that I don't think I'm going to have that much fun with. Or, I mean, I might have fun with it, but I don't need a DLC to have fun. Unless I'm really going to like the game. And then I'm like, wow, gee willikers, Batman. Look at this game. It's just like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Sinking City. I think my instincts were right when I first looked at it. And I was like, yeah, this game could be fun. And then I just went down the rabbit hole for a little bit. Yeah, but all right. That's it. You're not going to see my credit card account details. I don't even have a credit card. But why does everyone pride themselves in photo mode? All right, that's it. I'm going to go and record the first episode of this. Hopefully, everyone, you all take care. Everyone have a great, blessed day. I'll hopefully see you all soon. I'm so sorry that I kind of fell off the radar without any explanation. And to be fair, the explanation to me also sounded lame, but it probably made the most sense for who I am. So, yes, I will be coming back from this unexpected pause of just me not being proud of the work that I've done, but I'm going to do my best for this random for this random game called The Sinking City. I should be able to finish it in time for the other games that are about to release, which would be great because I would love to actually play those when they actually come out. I want to be a part of the hype of something, okay? A bunch of games that came out a couple of years ago, I wasn't a part of the hype with because, one, I didn't have a machine capable enough to play it on. I felt bad for missing out. So now that that guy's got webbed hands, oh, it's weird. There's fish dying in the sewer. They're also flying. What the heck am I watching? Oh, the ocean's above our heads. Oh, the ocean's falling on our heads. Sorry, I'm watching another game trailer of The Sinking City, and he's drowning on the streets. Oh, now New York City is covered in water. All right, what the heck? I'm in an experimentative mood. I've got $10 to my name. I've got more than $10. All right, that's it. I'm doing it. All right, I've rambled on for far too long. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This was not the way that I meant to explain anything. Oh! What am I doing? I have Dead Island. Silly me! I forgot that I got it for free on Epic. Oh, well, sod this. I'm not buying this game for $10. How do I cancel purchases? Crap. I don't want to buy this anymore. I want to... No. Remove all items. All right, yes. Never mind. Sod that. We're going to go play Dead Island 2. I saw a trailer for it underneath the checkout counter. I was like, oh, yeah. I do own that game. Because I got it for free. Oh, screw spending money. Save money with free. Whoopee! All right. I gotta go. I gotta find it real quick. As I'm finding it real quick, I'm leaving you guys. Crap. Is this playtime? Nuts. I gotta turn that off. There we go. All right. Dead Island is a D. Dead Island. There we go. Dead Island 2. Install, please. I'm now installing the game. We're no longer doing Sinking City 2. We're doing Dead Island. Because I forgot. Oh, I forgot I played that game too, but really didn't like it. Death Stranding. I was going to say, there was like 2 other series that I recorded and didn't want to post because I didn't like the game. Death Stranding was one of them. I do not understand why that game had the hype that it did. I did not enjoy that game. All I did was walk around with stuff. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, you walk around with stuff. It's so good. Look, it's Norman Freeman. Nordic. It's double barrel. Bubble barrel. More that guy. I don't know. I'm like, oh, who cares? All right. Well, I'm glad that I remember Dead Island 2, and I'm saving money by not buying a game, and I'm gonna have a new game for you guys to see. It should be interesting, or it'll make me furious. Because I'll be real, I have a weird hate. What am I doing? I can't. No, we can't go off on another tangent. It's already been over an hour of me rambling about everything else. I'm not even editing this video. So, I mean, like, yeah, I could edit the video and make it shorter. But why would I do that? I am raw. I am raw and in the moment, man. I am raw. Raw dogged, baby. Stop. Breathe. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That's it, everyone. I'm officially ending this video here and now. I am actually going to straight up upload this right after I make it. So by the time this fully uploads, the moments before this video is when it was made. Apart from upload time. But you'll understand the point. I want to do better for creating content for everybody. I do want to pursue entertainment. I just hope that I don't get caught up with myself. And feedback is great. Okay? Feedback is what I ask for. I don't ask people to write comments. You can write comments if you want. I love comments. But it's your choice if you want to. But if you have critiques, if you want me to try something, I'll do it. Just because most of the time when my brain actually goes to edit a video, it gets so lost with what it wants to do that I forget where I want to go with it. So keep your suggestions open. If you watch a few of my videos and you're like, maybe he should orientate himself towards this way, or maybe you should try this, and then I try for the next video, and just know if I don't credit you fully, just know that I have your thanks. Yeah. Or you have my thanks. There we go. Sorry, I misread that. I need to go because this is just getting way too long and I need to get out.